collimator casing. And to do that, you will need a set of Allen wrenches. We supply the Allen wrenches that are needed for the system. You will need to supply the Phillips head screwdriver. So the easiest way to remove it is you want to remove the side that does not have the pointer rod on it first. So at this point, when you're looking at the system, you want to remove the left cover first. So at this point in removing the collimator casing, you'll need a Phillips head screwdriver to remove the 4 screws, and then you also need a 532 Allen wrench to remove the 3 Allen screws that are holding the casing together. At first, you want to remove the Phillips head screws. And you only want to remove the 2 on the left side. And now we are ready. We could use the Allen wrench to remove the 3 Allen screws. When removing the last piece, you want to hold on to the case so it doesn't hit the ground. Once you have it out, remove the side of the casing. And make sure you have all 3 of your screws together. So you lose it, you put it to the side, and now we can remove the other side of the case by removing the 2 Allen screws. So now we're going to go ahead and remove the Phillips head screws. This piece also has the pointer rod in it, so it won't fall out. Just hold on to it while you remove the screws just to be certain. Now when you remove this piece, inside you want to loosen the screw that's holding the pointer rod, and then you need to slide down the pointer rod past the holding so you can remove the casing. Place that to the side, and now we're ready to insert the detector. So you grab your probe detector, then you grab your probe base. The probe base will have a BNC connector on the bottom and a key dyno base. You locate your bottom of your probe, match up the key, lock it into place, and it's ready to be inserted into the collimator. To do that, you want to gently lower it. Before you lower it to the bottom, you want to grab your probe cable, attach it to the connector, and it will key in, line it up, and then you lock it into place. Once it's locked into place, you can lower it gently into the collimator. At this point, we can then put the casing back on. You want to make sure that you put the side on with the pointer rod first. So you will pull the pointer rod down to the bottom to make it easier for putting it back together. Place the collimator on, and then you push the collimator, the pointer rod back up into the collimator. Once that's into place, you want to line up your screws, and we want to put in our Phillips head screws. Now we don't want to put them in all the way, just a little bit until we have everything lined up. So you just want to get them started on both sides. Once you have those screws lined up, like I said, you don't want to put it all the way in. You have it partially entered, and then you have a stopper screw. You want to make sure that this is pressing up against the probe base so it doesn't allow any kind of movement of the detector. Once we confirm that, we are ready to put on the other side of the casing. We grab the other side. You want to make sure, if the cable is a little longer, you just want to make sure that it's out of the way and it's not hanging down covering this up, it will cause it not to line up exactly. So the best thing to do is kind of gently twist it a little. Try to push it a little out of the way, that's fine, as long as it's not down in this area. Once you get that lined up, you put in the other 2 Phillip head screws. Again, you don't want to put them in all the way yet. Once you have them in there, and then we can put in the Allen screws. So you're going to grab your 3 Allen screws. You might have to apply a little pressure to the top so it lines up. You just want to get these kind of started for now. Once all 3 Allen screws are then inserted, at this time we could then tighten everything up. Once that's tightened, you can then turn the collimator back and it's ready to go. This device here on the collimator is your screw tightener for the pointer rod. Typically it's set at 25 centimeters. Depending on the facility it might be a different distance, but once you have your distance, you can use a screw to tighten it, and that would be your exact distance for your uptakes.